Alright, how's everybody doing today? Welcome back to another video, and today what I have for everyone is my full review of the SoundPeats Sonic Truly Wireless Bluetooth Earbuds. Now, I've been using these earbuds for a good amount of time, and today in this video I'm just going to go ahead and summarize my thoughts and give everyone my overall opinions of these earbuds. So hopefully by the end of this video, you guys and gals know, if not, if these earbuds are worth picking up. Alright? So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now starting off here, the first thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall build quality and/or i.e. the overall design of the earbuds. Now from a build quality standpoint, these bad boys are built primarily out of plastic materials. So plastic on the back, plastic on the front, plastic buttons, plastic ear tips, everything's built out of plastic on these bad boys. Okay? But that has the added side effect of making these extremely lightweight, okay? And extremely comfortable for extended listening sessions as long as you get the right earbud tips, okay? So in terms of the overall build quality, I would have to say these are top notch. Now, talking about the overall design on these, I would have to say these are pretty much your standard Bluetooth earbud design, and I actually think it's a top-notch design in my opinion. And why is it top-notch in my opinion? I gotta be 100% honest with y'all. These have a built-in, dedicated, physical, clicky button. So once you learn the button controls, that's it. There's no muss, no fuss to it, and it's definitely a lot easier to use than your standard touch buttons on a lot of Bluetooth earbuds. Okay, so I'm a little bit biased towards physical clicky buttons. That's why the design on these gets top-notch marks from me. But all in all, the overall build quality and design is top-notch in my opinion with these earbuds. Okay, now moving on. The next thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall core features that these earbuds provide. Alright? Now, core feature number one, and this one is a big one, these bad boys are packing the latest Bluetooth 5.2 technology on board, and they come with a standard range of 15 meters or 50 feet. Okay? Core feature number two, these bad boys do incorporate IPX5 waterproofing and sweat resistance, so that basically means they're a little bit better than splash resistant earbuds, but you still don't want to fully submerge these. But if you're working out or you get caught in the occasional rain or storm, these should still be good to go. So I am very happy to see that they are slightly above the IPX4, meaning that they are essentially sweat proof. Alright? But that IPX rating on these, that's a really solid core feature to have. Very happy to see that. Now also, another core feature is that these bad boys have dual microphones. Okay? Now it's not two microphones on both earbuds. It's one microphone on each earbud, but the overall call quality or mic quality on these earbuds is top notch in my opinion, and I'm going to expand on that a little bit later on in the video. But they do have dual microphones on the earbuds, and you should be good to go. Again, that's one microphone on each earbud, not two microphones on each. Okay? So you got to be careful of the marketing speak there. Another core feature that these bad boys have, and this is absolutely my favorite core feature to see, and I feel the need to point this out and or the lack of it on earbuds when they don't have it. So these earbuds do give you the ability to use them in true stereo mode, so both earbuds together, or true independent mode, one earbud at a time. Alright? Really solid core feature, one of my overall favorite core features, and I was very happy to see it on these earbuds. Alright? Really good stuff there, really good stuff indeed. Now, I do believe that does it for the core features, so let's keep it moving here. Up next, the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass on these earbuds, okay? So, talking about the overall sound quality, I have to say the sound quality on these is really good. It's very crisp and clear throughout with minimal distortion on the low end or the high ends of the volume spectrum, okay? Moving on and talking about the volume, these bad boys get extremely loud, easily making them so they're able to drown out my surroundings so I can fully immerse myself in what I'm doing with the earbuds. And then lastly, talking about the overall bass with these earbuds, I have to say the bass on these is top notch. Very punchy, very deep. You could definitely feel the bass coming off of these earbuds. So, summing up the sound quality, the volume, and the bass categories, I would have to say these earbuds are top notch. Okay? Top notch indeed. Now, moving on. The next thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall microphone performance of the earbuds, or i.e. the overall mic quality. Now, talking about the microphone performance of these earbuds, I have to say it was top notch. I took a bunch of phone calls, I took a bunch of video calls, I dictated a bunch of text messages, I dictated a bunch of emails, and everything worked flawlessly. And in particular, when we talk about phone calls in general, callers told me I sounded very crisp and clear, and they didn't have any issues hearing me on their end, and I had no issues hearing them on my end. So that to me indicates that the overall microphone performance on these, or i.e. the mic quality, is top notch on these earbuds. Okay? So when we talk about microphone performance, it is top notch. Alright? Fun little game, let's play, okay? All my grown-ups in the building. For every time I say top notch, I need y'all to take a shot. Okay? Let's play that game starting now. Alright, let's go. So that does it for the mic quality. Let's keep it moving here. So up next now, I want to walk everyone through the pairing steps with these earbuds. Now, prerequisites. These pairing steps will work on any Bluetooth compatible device. Now, I am demonstrating them on an Android device, but it will work on Windows, it will work on iOS, it will work on Linux, okay? They just look a little bit different depending on the OS and the platform, but the overall general steps are the same. Having some trouble talking today. Y'all know I can't talk. Now, moving on, let's get into these pairing steps. And today, we will be using the Pixel 2 XL. So, the first thing we need to do is prep our device to work with the earbuds. So we want to light the device up. Boom. Then we want to make sure we turn on Bluetooth. So you swipe down twice to bring up your quick toggles. Tap the Bluetooth quick toggle once. Give it a second to turn on. Okay. Then you want to press and hold on it to go into the Bluetooth subsettings menu. Then up at the top there, you want to tap on Pair a New Device. Okay? This will turn on Bluetooth on your device and make it so your device is scanning for nearby Bluetooth devices. Now your device is prepped. Now let's get the earbuds prepped. Okay? Now, when we're putting the earbuds into pairing mode, we have to make some decisions. Number one, you need to decide if you're going to use one earbud at a time or both the earbuds together. And number two, you need to decide if you're going to use the case to power them on and put them into pairing mode, or if you're going to use the physical clicky buttons on each earbud. Now, when you're using the physical clicky buttons, you want to press and hold on both buttons for 1.5 seconds until you hear the earbuds say powered on. Okay? Then after they say powered on, you want to let go of the button, and then after about 2 seconds, they'll automatically go into pairing mode. Once the earbuds are in pairing mode, you'll see an accompanying white and orange light. It will flash alternatively white and orange. This indicates that the earbuds are in pairing mode. Okay? So that's how you put the earbuds in pairing mode if you're using the physical clicky buttons. Now, another way to put the earbuds into pairing mode, and the way we're going to use in this video here today, is just to drop them in the case. Make sure they seat properly in the case. Okay? and make sure they start charging. Then we're going to close the case, let it sit for a second. Okay? Then what we're going to do is open up the case and take the earbuds out. Now it really doesn't matter which earbud you take out first. Okay? Either earbud will power on, connect, and go into pairing mode. Okay? So it really doesn't matter. And again, if you're doing it independently, you just have to decide which earbud you want to take out. Take it out. It's going to flash. It's going to go into pairing mode. Then you connect it up. Let's demonstrate. So opening up the case. Taking out the earbuds. You're going to see it's going to flash. It's going to connect to each other. And then it's going to flash orange and white, indicating that it's now in pairing mode. Now, back on your device, you just want to search for this right here, SoundPeats Sonic. So we're going to tap on that. We're going to confirm the pairing process with the pairing confirmation dialog box. So tap pair to confirm. And now it's connected up to your device. And on Android devices, inside of the Bluetooth subsettings, we'll see our actively connected device and its battery percentage. But if we go home and we swipe down on our quick toggles, swipe down twice to bring up your quick toggles, you'll see your Bluetooth connected device underneath the Bluetooth quick toggle and its battery percentage. Alright? So now that takes us through how you would connect up the earbuds to your device. So now let's do a real quick connectivity test just to show y'all some of the latency and connectivity that these earbuds offer. So let's pull up YouTube Music. Okay. And we're going to let the music play. I'm going to turn the volume down so we don't have any copyright problems. Okay. But you can see the music is playing. Right there you can see it. And it's coming through both earbuds. Now, let's say we want to use one earbud at a time. It really doesn't matter which one. All you have to do is put it back in the case. It's going to disconnect. It's going to charge. But you can see the music will still keep playing through whichever earbud you still have out of the case. So we put the right earbud in the case. We left the left earbud out. And you can see that music is still playing with no disconnect in connectivity, no latency issues whatsoever. Okay? See how seamless that was? And we could do the same thing with the right. So if we take the right out, it's going to reconnect. You see it flashed. It reconnected. Now it's playing through both. Let's put the left in. Okay? Put the left in. It disconnects. It's still playing through the right. Seamless. No pause. No breaks in the connection whatsoever. So the overall connectivity with these earbuds is top notch in my opinion. Top notch indeed. And you can see whether you're using them both at one time or you're using them individually, shouldn't have any issues with the overall connectivity. All right. Now what I want to do for everyone is I recorded a clip earlier walking you guys and gals through all of the Bluetooth earbud button controls on these earbuds. I'm going to go ahead and insert that clip into the main review now. And once that's done, we're going to come back and finish up the full review. So I hope y'all enjoy the next portion of the video. And I hope y'all find it helpful. And I will see you guys on the other side. Be right back. Alright, welcome everyone. And in this portion of the video, I'm going to go ahead and walk everyone through the Bluetooth earbud button controls for the SoundPeats Sonic truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds. Alright, so we're not going to waste any time, but in this portion of the video, I'm going to walk y'all through all the functions and features. Let's get started. Now, to play or pause music on your device, controlling it with the earbuds, is just a single tap on the right for play or a single tap on the left for pause, or vice versa, however you want to do it. So you can see we do have music actively playing here. And if I tap once on the right, boom, the music pauses. And then if I tap once on the left, the music starts playing. Vice versa, I could do that the other way as well. So if I tap once on the left, the music pauses. And then if I tap once on the right, the music starts playing again. Just that easy, right? Good stuff. Now, let's say you want to control the volume of your device with the earbuds. A double tap on the right will turn the volume up. A double tap on the left will turn the volume down. Alright, so let's demonstrate it right here. So let's turn the volume up. Let's double tap. 1, 2. And y'all can see that volume goes up. Let's do it again. 1, 2. Y'all can see that volume going up, just like that. Alright, say you want to turn the volume down. Double tap on the left. 1, 2. See that volume going down? Do it again. 1, 2. And y'all see that volume going down. So double tap on the right for volume up. Double tap on the left for volume down. It's just that easy, right? Next, let's say you want to go to the next or the previous track. Well, that's really easy as well. You press and hold on the right for 1.5 seconds. You'll get an audible prompt, a little boom, and then it will go to the next track. And then you do the same thing on the left. Press and hold for 1.5 seconds. You'll get that audible prompt. It will restart the track. And then if you do it again, it will take you back to the previous track. So let's go ahead and demonstrate it now. So let's go to the next track. Press and hold. 1. And it takes us to the next track. Alright. Let's do it one more time. Press and hold. 1. And it takes us to the next track. Alright. Now let's go to the previous track. Let's let the music play a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to restart it. Then we're going to go to the previous track. Ready? Here we go. Press and hold. 1. Okay. Did I pause it by accident? I think I did. So let's start that back up. 1. Restart. Do it again. 1. Restart. And go back to the previous. You see, it takes a little bit of getting used to. I'm trying to do it a little quick, but I need to wait for the prompt and then it will do it. Let's do it one more time. Let me show you that it works. Okay? So press and hold. Restart. Press and hold again. And it takes us back to the previous. So it does work. You just have to get the hang of it and get used to listening for that prompt. Alright? So again, press and hold on the right for 1.5 seconds. Wait for the prompt. It will go to the next track. Press and hold on the left for 1.5 seconds. Wait for the prompt. It will restart the track. And then you do it again. It will take you to the previous track. It's just that easy. Right? Now, let's say you want to activate your voice assistant. You can do that using your voice command. Okay, so you can say your voice command and then interact with your device using your voice. Or you can triple tap on the right earbud to call upon the voice assistant. So let's demonstrate it now. Let's go ahead and check the weather. Now, this will work with music playing and or without music playing. We're going to go ahead and demonstrate it both ways. So here we go. Let's do it with music playing first. Triple tap. 1, 2, 3. What's the weather like today in Palm Bay? And you can see it right there. Okay. Good. And then once I back out of this screen, the music restarts. Okay. And you can also do it again with the music pause. So if we pause the music, triple tap again. 1, 2, 3. What's the weather like today in Palm Bay? There you go. Y'all get the idea, right? Boom. So voice assistant, not a problem, right? Now there is also a dedicated low latency mode or a dedicated gaming mode. To turn on or turn that off, you triple tap on the left earbud, alright? So it will let you know gaming mode turned on, and then it will let you know gaming mode exited. Alright, so if you want to game, if you need that extra bit of low latency for your videos, so on and so forth, turn on that gaming mode or that dedicated low latency mode. So if we triple tap, 1, 2, 3. Game mode turned on. Now it's on. Okay, and if we triple tap again, 1, 2, 3. Exit game mode. Now it's off. Alright, so game mode activation, game mode deactivation, just that easy. Alright? And then last but certainly not least, we do have a full set of dedicated phone call controls with these earbuds. Okay? And I'll go ahead and throw that up on the screen now for y'all to check out. It's pretty straightforward. Once you get the hang of it, it should work with no problems. Okay? Now, that pretty much does it for this portion of the video. As always, I hope you guys and gals found it helpful. And let's go ahead and jump back into the full review. I will see you guys on the other side. Have a good one. Peace. Alright, everyone. I hope y'all enjoyed that real quick clip, or as quick as I can make it, going over the Bluetooth earbud button controls. So now we've covered the pairing steps. We've covered the Bluetooth earbud button controls. Now let's get into talking about the overall Bluetooth range and the overall Bluetooth strength. Let's go. Now, once again, talking about the Bluetooth technology on these bad boys have built into them Bluetooth 5.2, giving them an overall range of 15 meters or 50 feet. Okay? And in terms of the overall Bluetooth range and strength on these, I have to say the Bluetooth range and strength on these has been top notch. I haven't had any issues with the overall range and strength, no issues whatsoever. Okay? Top notch range and strength, top notch indeed. Okay? So let's keep it moving now. Up next, let's talk about a very important category. Let's talk about the overall durability. And this is an important category for me because they call me Mr. Super Clumsy. So it's just a matter of time before I drop these things. Okay? And I gotta tell y'all, talking about the overall durability of the earbuds, I have to say the durability on these is top notch yet again. Now, in my time with the earbuds, let me show you real quick. I have indeed dropped them, and I have indeed caused some physical damage. Okay, so I dropped them about 3 to 5 times, and you can see I have a slight crack right here on the right earbud. Okay, and this dropped onto wood floors. Okay, it dropped onto either tile or wood floors, and you can see physically we do have some physical damage, but functionality wise they're still working perfectly fine, as if the first day I took them out of the box. And you can see that damage is only on the right earbud. I have no physical damage on the left earbud whatsoever. Okay, so this to me, although physically they have some damage, functionality wise they're still working perfectly. So this to me indicates that the overall durability of the earbuds is top notch. Okay, now let me be clear. That does not mean that you can get all willy-nilly Incredible Hulk mode with it and they'll survive. You still need to be extremely careful. That does mean if you're i.e. super clumsy like me, the earbuds will be more apt to survive. Did that all just rhyme? I think it did. Hashtag bars one time. Yeah. So if you're super clumsy like myself, these will be more apt to survive. But you still want to be extremely careful. Alright? But the overall durability on these is top notch in my opinion. Let's keep it moving now, man. Let's go. Up next now, let's talk about the overall charge times and the overall battery life of the earbuds. Now, before I can get into my experiences and my results with the earbuds, we do have to cover the manufacturer's estimates. Now, talking about the manufacturer's estimates in terms of battery life and charge times, in terms of battery life, the manufacturer stated that you should get 15 hours on a single charge with the earbuds themselves, and including the charging case, you should get about 30 hours. Okay? And they said the charging case should be good for 2 additional charges. Okay? So, what does that mean? That means that the earbuds should take about 90 minutes to reach a full charge, and the charging case should take about 2 hours to charge up through the included USB port using the included USB Type-C cable. You do need to provide your own charging brick. But I'm very happy to see that they did incorporate USB Type-C on this. Really good stuff there. So that goes over the manufacturer's estimates, okay? So 15 hours on a single charge, 30 hours including the charging case. The charging case should get you 2 additional charges. All right? Now, moving on here. Talking about my actual results, which was done from a heavy user standpoint, okay? Your guys and gals results may vary depending on your style of usage. These results that I'm getting ready to talk about and show you guys were done from an extremely heavy user standpoint, okay? Now for me, in stereo mode, so using both earbuds together, I was averaging between, I want to say, 13 and 14 hours on a single charge, okay? About, I want to say, 19 to 20 hours including the charging case. And the charging case was getting me about 1.5 additional charges. So a little bit short of the 2 additional charges, okay? Again, that was in stereo mode, and I tested these in stereo mode and independent mode at 35% volume and 50% volume respectfully. And if I had to make a recommendation on the volume level that you want to keep these at, I would say either 50 or 75%. 75% volume, these earbuds really do seem to come alive. At 35% volume, they feel like they're a little quiet. So you really want to rock with either 50 or 75 if I'm making a recommendation. But that goes over the overall battery life. So again, stereo mode, I was averaging between 13 and 14 hours on a single charge, okay? About 19 to 20 hours including the charging case. Independent mode, using both earbuds one after the other. Independent mode, I was averaging what the manufacturer stated in their estimates. So I was averaging anywhere between 16 to 19 hours on a single charge, and that was getting me about 26 to 33 hours including the charging case. Okay, so that's right on par with the manufacturer's estimates in independent mode. A little bit short in stereo mode, but right on par in independent mode. And if I'm being honest with y'all, these meet and exceed my battery life estimates. I've said this a lot in my previous Bluetooth earbuds videos. In terms of battery life, Bluetooth earbuds, headphones, speakers, or what have you, really need to be getting a minimum of 10 hours and upwards on a single charge. So the fact that I was averaging between 13 and 16 hours on a single charge with these earbuds, that to me means that these bad boys have phenomenal or top-notch battery life. Okay? And in terms of charge times with the buds and case, again, for the buds, the manufacturer stated 90 minutes or an hour and a half. For the case, the manufacturer stated 2 hours. Now, in my testing, I was getting about an hour and a half for the buds and an hour and 45 minutes for the case. Again, and I've said this in a lot of my other videos, when I charge something like this right here, I'm using a fast charger of some sort. So this is connected up to one of my turbo power chargers. And even still, if we look around my room, by my nightstand, I have rapid chargers hooked up. Here's another turbo power charger. For this wireless charger I have hooked up. So when I plug in something to charge, I'm getting the absolute fastest charging possible. Okay? So that's why my charging speeds are a little bit faster than the manufacturer's estimates. But if you use the included cable and a regular brick, I do feel like it should land on par with the manufacturer's estimates. So the charge times and the overall battery life of the earbuds, in my opinion, is top notch. Okay? Now it can use some improvements for the charge time with the charging case, but it is what it is. Okay? Again, hour and a half and an hour and 45 minutes respectfully. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Okay? So that does it for the overall charge times, and that does it for the overall battery life. Let's move on now. Now, in this next category, I just want to take a few minutes to summarize the positives and the negatives of these earbuds, and then we're going to wrap this video up. We're going to talk about the pricing, the overall availability. I'm going to give y'all my final thoughts and an overall recommendation or two. So, diving straight into the positives and the negatives, and if you watch no other part of this video, please make sure you watch this part, okay? Because this summarizes pretty much everything you need to know about these earbuds, okay? So, talking about the positives here, the overall build quality and design of the earbuds is top-notch in my opinion. The overall core features that these offer are extremely solid or top-notch. Pretty much any and every core feature that you need, give or take one or two, is included in these earbuds. So top-notch core features, in my opinion, offered on these earbuds. Again, really good to top-notch sound quality, volume, and bass on these earbuds. So really good there. Top-notch microphone performance, top-notch Bluetooth range and strength, top-notch overall durability, top-notch charge times and battery life. You might be getting a little tipsy by now, right? You getting tipsy? Comment down below in the comments if y'all getting tipsy right now from all these top notches in the video. Let me know. Alright? But top-notch charge times and battery life. Okay? And this is all available at a really great price. Okay? So that summarizes all of the positives in my opinion. Okay? Now, jumping over to the negatives of these earbuds. Okay? Negative number one, they do not include wireless charging built into the charging case. So no wireless charging built on these. So you have to charge up the charging case via the USB Type-C port on the back. Okay? So you will eventually need to fight with a cable at some point to make sure the charging case stays charged. So I definitely would have liked to have seen wireless charging built into the charging case. So that's negative number one. Negative number two, okay? There is no percentage readout display on the charging case. Now, you do get a percentage indicator for the charging case in two areas. When you're charging the charging case, you get a red LED on the back that indicates it's charging properly. And when you're charging the earbuds, if you drop the earbuds in for 10 seconds after you drop the earbuds in, it will give you the status of the charging case. So for 10 seconds, it will give you the status of the charging case, and then it will go off. So green means it's between 75% and 100% charged. Yellow means it's pretty much at 50% charge. Red means it's at about 25 to 10% charge. And a flashing red light means it's almost dead and you need to plug it in to charge. So that is your only way to know what the status is of the charging case. And that can be a little bit confusing. This is why I prefer a built-in LED percentage readout display. So that's negative number two right there. Okay? Other than that, there's no other negatives that I came across in my time with the earbuds. Is it perfect? No. But I still do feel like the positives of these earbuds vastly outweigh the negatives, in my opinion. Okay? So that does it for the positives and negative category. As always, I have a full list of the positives thrown up in post and a full list of the negatives thrown up in post. So please feel free to pause the video wherever you see the list that you're interested in. If you want to know, just quickly and precisely what the positives and negatives are. And as always, I am not perfect and I never claim to be. So if there's a positive and or a negative that I forgot to mention, please leave that feedback down below in the comments. As always, all feedback is greatly appreciated and keep it respectful, please. All right? So that summarizes the positives and the negatives. Now, let's get into the final part of this video. Let's talk pricing, let's talk final thoughts, and let's talk overall recommendations. Now, in terms of the pricing, I was actually able to pick this up from Amazon brand new for $40. Again, $40. $39.99. Round it to the nearest dollar just to make it easy. $40. Okay? Now, as of the recording of this video, which is June 29th, the month's almost done, these earbuds are available for $50. $49.99. $50. And they do have a 10% off coupon available. Now, I don't know if that coupon is still going to be available by the time everyone sees this video, but at that price of pretty much between $40 and $50, can I recommend that y'all pick these up? I would have to say yes. Okay? Again, are they perfect? No. Do they offer every feature that I want to see in a pair of earbuds? No. But overall, for the price, I feel like they offer a really solid core feature set with some phenomenal battery life and most importantly, really good overall sound quality with top-notch volume and bass. So for the price that these earbuds are available for, can I recommend that you guys and gals go out there and pick them up? I would have to say yes. Yes, indeed. Okay? So that pretty much does it for this video. As always, if you guys and gals found this video helpful or you enjoyed it in any shape, form, or fashion, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you would like to see more content like this one, I almost said comment. If you would like to see more content like this, also feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. Okay? Any and all of my coverage on these earbuds will also be linked up down below in the video description. So the unboxing and first impressions video, so y'all can see everything that's included. Okay? The fit and sound demo video, so you can get an idea of how they may potentially look on your head and in your ears. And you get an overall idea of how they sound and how the overall leakage is. Fit and sound demo is what that video tests and showcase. And the overall microphone performance video, so you get an overall idea of how good the microphones are on the earbuds in the different scenarios. That video will be linked up down below in the video description as well. And keep in mind, everything culminates with the full review right here. Okay? So as always, if your interest is piqued for that extended coverage or you want the buy links, all of that will be linked up down below in the video description. And those buy links are affiliated links. So I do get a small percentage of kickback that I do put back into the channel at no additional cost to you guys and gals. So it's a win-win for everybody. Okay? All right. I hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you guys and gals are staying safe out there, and I will catch everyone in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. We are out of here. Oh, almost forgot to tell y'all. This whole video here today was recorded using the front and rear facing cameras on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active in 720p resolution at 30 frames per second with no external microphone hooked up. So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below. As always, all your feedback is greatly appreciated, and make sure you keep it respectful, please. And don't worry, y'all, it's almost time to hang up the smartphones because I almost have saved up enough money so I can get that really nice professional camera that I've been looking at. So y'all stay tuned because camera videos are coming soon. Alright? Alright. Hope y'all have a good one. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. We are out of here.